Hey, and let's get into it, guys. JAO squad, stand up. If you're new to my channel, welcome to be a JAO squad member. Turn your post notifications on, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the like button in order to get a chance for a shout out in the next video. Those are the 3 simple steps in order to become a JAO squad member. 2 things that I'd like to touch on. One, I noticed a lot, there's the Totem Rhythm remix video has the 2nd highest views on the channel. The other thing is that I will be putting out a question on Snapchat and Instagram. I will be asking a question of ask me a question that I will answer in my Q&A getting to know me video, which I release shortly, so look out for those questions. This is episode 4 of a 5 video series that I'm doing on island living, the Cayman Islands. Now this is probably the most requested question that I've had friends ask me. So we're when migrating to Cayman. So there are 5 things that one needs to be aware of before migrating to Cayman, and one being Caymanians get priority. Guys, Caymanians get priority, and it is legislated. There is a totem pole that you have Caymanians, permanent residents, and work permit holders. Now in between the slots of the Cayman and the PR, after the Caymanian you have something which is called the spouse of a Caymanian. After the permanent resident you have something called the spouse of a permanent resident. Then you have the work permit holder. So there's levels that have to be touched, or there's certain everybody is on a totem pole, and companies and agencies have to make sure they search through each pole before going to a work permit holder. Now let's say the next thing that you have to look at, or the second thing that you need to know after knowing that Caymanians get a priority, the second thing that you need to know is that you need to know the immigration law changes. The Cayman Islands immigration law changes, and you need to be up to date with it. So the current immigration law that is used as a reference for the application and principle of answering questions regarding the immigration law in the Cayman Islands is the 2015 immigration law. However, there is an immigration law 2018 bill which puts into action the changes of the Cayman Border Control and Work Opportunity Residency Cayman. Now this is one agency which has been amalgamated by 2 departments which carry out different functions. However, they fall under one agency. For ease and simplicity, you just need to read the 2018 immigration bill, and you need to know the 2015 immigration law, or consult with a lawyer or a consultant on the subject matter. Now the third thing that you need to be aware of is that you need to know where you fall in the immigration law, whether that is your Caymanian, whether that is your permanent resident, whether that is your work permit holder. You need to know where you fall in the immigration law. Let's say you are a work permit holder. There are basic things that you need to know as a work permit holder. You need to know there's something called a temporary work permit, and there's something called a work permit. Now, a temporary work permit is from 1 to 3 months. A work permit is from 1 year to 2 years. They can be renewed regularly. However, once you've reached your 8th year, or you're going into your 8th year on your work permit, that is, you then have the right to apply for permanent residency. However, you need to know the steps that you need to take in order to renew your work permit. So Renewing your work permit requires going to the immigration department for the temporary work permit case, every 3 months. For the work permit, you need to renew that every 2 years, depending on the occupation that you fall in and depending on the requirements that the immigration department has stipulated for you. Now, the other thing that you need to be aware of when you have your work permit is that you need to maintain your work permit. Now, renewing your work permit is different from maintaining your work permit. Maintaining your work permit means not breaking any rules, any laws of the work permit. So some work permits, you're not allowed to work outside of your work permit. Some work permits allow, some work permits don't allow holders to break the law, in that if you get arrested or you're caught doing something illegally, you can lose your work permit. So there are different stipulations that the immigration department, also known as WRC, has for individuals who have work permits or who are work permit holders. I will put the description or links in the description regarding the immigration department